Hey guys, this is week 4, day 4. Rebecca becomes a bride. Oh, that's Rebecca, by the way. So, before this scene happens, Abraham, he's getting old, and Isaac, he's getting to that point where he wants to have a wife. And Abraham's like, oh, he gets his trusted servant Eleazar, says, hey, I need you to make me a promise that you will not let Isaac marry one of the Canaanite girls. Because they worship strange gods. They don't worship the true God. And he's like, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go, pack everything you need, grab the donkeys, and go back home. Yeah, my family lives over there, and there's going to be some good people over there. They're going to worship the true God. So, and you go there and you pick a wife over them. And Eliezer is like, wait a minute, what if they don't? What if she won't come with me? He's like, well, if she won't come, then you're free of your promise. Okay. So, he's like, all right. So he set off, and he journeyed, and he went. And yeah, he could have taken a shortcut. He could have just gone to one of the local girls and got them, but no, he's like, I'm going to do the right thing. And he went all the way back home. And then he's like, and then you know what he did? He prayed. He said, God, you know what? We got to find a wife for Isaac. I want you to send the right wife. And how I know is I'm going to ask her for a drink out of the well. He found a well. I'm going to ask her for a drink from the well. And if she says she'll give me a drink and then give enough drink for all my camels, which is going to be a lot. Because camels drink a lot of water. Says if she does that, then I know she's the right one. Oh, they go. And the women start approaching. Who should show up right there? But Rebekah. She's going to go water her, I guess her father's sheep. And she comes up there. Maybe she took get water for the family. I'm mumbling. She goes up to the well and says, hey, stranger. And you're like, ma'am, how's it going? Like, hey, can you give me something to drink? And she goes, oh, I'd be glad to give you a drink. In fact, I'll even get drinks for all your camels. And she starts dipping water and dipping and dipping, pulling up, lowering it down, pulling it up, lowering it down, pulling it up. Finally gets enough water for him and for all of his camels, and for her family too, I guess. And then he goes and says, hey, I am Abraham's servant. You remember Abraham? She's like, oh yeah, I hadn't seen him in years. In fact, he's family. And she's like, ooh, he's like, all right. And he goes and he opens up his treasures and he says, hey, this is your dowry. These are the treasures. And he gives her stuff and says, here, this is all yours if you will be Isaac's wife. Because Abraham had a son called Isaac. And you be his wife, you can have all this. So they go. She's like, oh, and she runs all the way back home and tells her family. And her brother Laban, which shows up later, her brother Laban sees all this stuff, and he comes out to greet them and say, hey, what's going on? And Eleazar retells the story about how he prayed. Where is he? Tells a story about how he prayed and God answered his prayer. And they have a big old party. And they agree to let Rebekah be Isaac's wife. And then later, Eleazar and Rebekah take off and make the long journey back to Isaac, Abraham and Isaac. And then when they get there, as they're approaching the camp or the house, he might have been in the house. As they're approaching the house, Isaac's out in the field working. And he looks and he sees the caravan coming. And he's looking and he knows that Eleazar's got a wife for him. And Rebekah looks out there and sees him out working in the field. And they look at each other and their eyes lock, and it's love at first sight. And they go in there. She jumps off or she asks, "Hey, who's that?" Eleazar says, "Hey, that's Isaac. That's the guy you're going to marry." And she's like, "Oh," and she jumps off the camel and is running out to meet him. He drops his sickle and his tools, and he starts running to meet her. And they fall in love, and they all get married. And then later, we'll find out tomorrow that they have twins, but different twins. So, but our lesson for today is that we can trust God to guide us, but in order to get God's guidance, you got to actually pray and ask Him for the guidance. Okay? So you guys can do that. So if you need help throughout the day, ask Him. God will help you. And He'll give you guidance and show you what you need to do. And we'll come back tomorrow with, that's it, the different twins. All right, bye.